in YouTube land? Welcome to the show. Here introducing peaceful protester Wade Kelley.
Thank you, Ethan Hiatt. Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network tonight. We left Facebook because they're deleting all their live streams after 30 days, and I'd like to be remembered for eternity or a few more months, one of the two, maybe just a few extra days. But I'm not ready to delete all of my live streams in 30 days, and I hate to have to save them somewhere else. We have servers all over this country. They got warehouses and warehouses full of servers and computers and this and that all over the country, using all kinds of energy. They might as well let poor struggling artists save a little information on some of those. So this should be saved on YouTube for a while. And aren't you glad they're doing it? That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody, and we might as well celebrate each other every day. Celebrate everybody you know and love, because we don't know how long we'll all be around, and we might as well enjoy the ride. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Woo, love. Woo, love. One more time, everybody sing along. Here's how we do it. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Woo, love. Woo, love. Let's celebrate love. Thank you, Ethan. That's right. I'm here to celebrate love and to speak out for peace and love, equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education, and housing the homeless. I want to advocate for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A, the whole wide world if we can do it, but we have to start somewhere. So we might as well start right here in Santa Monica, because that's where I am. Santa Monica, California, 3rd Street Promenade. And for years I've been talking about the way these people have been treating the homeless people, trying to push them down the road. Some people say that Santa Monica is kind of a progressive city, and I'd like to think they are, but there are too many people here that have been saying, we like to help the poor people and the homeless, but we want to help them somewhere else. You know, Santa Monica has the same population that it had in 1970. What do you think of that? While the rest of California grew by 20 million people, Santa Monica stayed right around 88,000. That's pretty amazing. They said, well, we got our nice beach property and we want everybody else to stay out. They pushed all the poor people out and the minorities back when they put this city together. And they continue to make sure that the rich people have control of it. That's right, we got public beaches right here. Public, they belong to all of us. We got 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people live next to those public beaches. Why is that? Well, we know how it started. It started by people pushing all the poor people and people of color down the road and said, we want this property here next to the beach. We know what to do with it. We're going to make money off of it. And that's what they did, and they kept pushing the poor people further and further out into the desert. And now people are living way out to Barstow. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. But we need to keep working towards a better day for everybody. And especially if the climate crisis keeps getting worse, which most of the scientists say it will, we're going to have more people living next to our coast because the climate is going to be better and the air quality should be better. And we want people to be able to enjoy their public beaches. Don't we? I think we do. We don't need to just let the rich people have a playground here on our coast. You know, some people say, I talk about building affordable housing in these coastal cities so we keep integrating our society. And some people say, well, you don't need to build any affordable housing in the prime real estate. Well, how do you think it became prime real estate? By pushing all the poor people out and by pushing people of color out and making sure that only rich people of certain characteristics could be living in these areas. And we got to change it. That's why 65-70% of the people here in Santa Monica are white. That's not the way it is in our whole country, in our whole state. We have a very diverse state. We're the second most diverse state in the whole country, but here in Santa Monica, because we push all the poor people out, we don't have the diversity that we could have. So we got to keep working to integrate. We don't want to have segregated, gated cities. We don't want to have the gated, segregated cities. We want to have integrated cities, not gated cities. We don't want to work towards being more like Beverly Hills. We want to work towards being more like the Constitution of America that says, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution. And of course, when they wrote that Constitution back in 1887, it only benefited the rich white guys who owned property at the time. But from the very beginning of this country, there have been people working to make sure that our country, our democracy is more inclusive. That's right. There have been people working against slavery and working against child labor and working for women's right to vote and equal rights, gender rights and disability rights, and the right of people to love who they will. All these things have been a step towards a more inclusive democracy, and we have to keep working towards that right here in Santa Monica, right here in California, right here in the US of A. That's right. Stand up for people's rights, even if you don't agree with them. Stand up for everybody's rights to speak out and to live and thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. And the right of poor people that are sleeping in the streets to have a decent place to live. That ain't too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just look for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street. Just look for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good. Why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Let's try that verse again, huh? You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. That's right. They're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the world. And to start on that, we need to raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on Elon Musk, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich. Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one, and one that we need to teach our leaders, our public servants. We need to make sure they're all singing that together and out loud. And some people say, well, you can't raise taxes because the Trump administration, they're in charge now. Well, let's forget that. Right here, we're in California. We need to get them to raise taxes on the rich right here in California. We supposedly have a liberal democratic government right here in California, and we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. And we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. Let's fix it right here. Let's fix it right here in Santa Monica, California. Raise taxes on every vacant building, on every building that is used for speculation. Raise taxes on every building owned by a corporation, that is every residential building owned by a corporation. Raise tax. There's all sorts of things we can do here in California to make sure that we house all of the homeless while we raise taxes on the rich. And you say, well, if you do that, then you'll lose all your billionaires. And I say to that, bye-bye, billionaires. If you don't want to be a part of a state that makes sure that everybody can have the basics and have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, a good public education. We need to spend more money on public education here in California, and we need to lift up those low-income area schools. Don't say, well, they all pay the same. No. There's many cities that raise a lot of money for their schools, and LAUSD has 600,000 students that aren't doing well. And we need to lift up those low-income area schools especially. We need to keep spending money on programs and services for those schools until rich people want to send their kids to those schools. That's right. We have 80 different school districts in Los Angeles County. 80 different school districts. And many of those school districts, their schools are doing just fine. Their kids are going to any college they want. And they're winning academic excellence and academic Olympics around the country and things like that. Then we have many schools within the LAUSD that are doing very poorly and with a lot of kids dropping out. So we need to help those low-income area schools. If we need to have more services for the families to help them have stability, then that's great. But California, we got to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. Then we won't end up with people like Trump in office. If we can show that progressive government can get things done, can build affordable housing. We gave our government in Sacramento $24 billion to build affordable housing, and they can't even account for most of it. And they didn't build a lot of affordable housing. And Newsom, at the same time he's talking about building affordable housing, he was asking that ultra-conservative Supreme Court. He said he was a friend of the court. He did a friend of the court briefing for Grants Pass versus Johnson. He said, please, Supreme Court, give us more power to criminalize homelessness in our state because we need to clean up our streets. Well, if you want to clean up your streets, then you need to build more affordable housing, Newsom. You talk out both sides of your mouth because you want to run for president, and that's just a shame. You need to be standing up for the poor people instead of standing up for your friend Elon Musk. That's right, he stood with his friend Elon Musk against the California Coastal Commission. California Coastal Commission said about Elon Musk, well, we don't know if we want you taking off and landing in Edwards Air Force Base. And the governor, Newsom, said, well, I'm with Elon. Now, this Governor Newsom is with a guy, Elon Musk, who calls Social Security a Ponzi scheme. That's right. Called Social Security a Ponzi scheme. Well, I'm getting a little Social Security because I'm old. I got to be old enough. And I think a lot of people that are on Social Security deserve to be on Social Security and have a decent life. The basics. And you're not going to get much more than the basics on Social Security, I'll tell you. And instead of trying to make it harder for people on Social Security, you got to be making it easier for people to survive in this country. You got driverless cars and robots doing people's jobs, and that's fine. A lot of those jobs you can let the robots do, but if you're going to give them all the jobs, you're going to have to find a way for people to survive. We got too many rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live on the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people, our rich people's toys, on the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We got these little cocoa robots that deliver food to people, little boxes on wheels that, I don't know if somebody with a joystick, something sitting in some third world country is running them around, or if it's partially computer. And they say that these driverless cars are just run by computers. They run themselves with artificial intelligence. And every night they have a place to go and get cleaned up and charged and taken care of. If any of their circuits are off, somebody makes sure that their cameras all work. And we got human beings sleeping in the streets. That's right. We got all these toys being taken care of every night, while more and more people are getting pushed out of jobs, and more people are having to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make a basic living in this country. And we got all these rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live on the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live on the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. And the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We got plenty of money going to the rich people and their rich people's toys. We need to lift up those people that are in poverty, those people that are living on the streets, those children that don't have good schools to go to and that don't have good programs to help them grow up and stay out of trouble. We gotta show that progressive government can work right here in California. We gotta show the rest of the country that there is a different way to go. But first we have to accomplish some things like building some affordable housing and raising taxes on our billionaires and making sure that every child can have a good start. Keep working on integration. You know, it's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison here in California than a young white man. Why is that? It sounds like it's probably because of a rough start. A rough start and not having stability as children and good public education. If you come from low-income area schools and low-income area programs, you're more likely to not do well. So we got to spend more money on those areas, and we got to keep working to integrate. If you keep all your poor people in one area, that's not the best idea for success, is it? So We got to keep integrating. We've got to keep moving towards a better day for everybody. And we got to peacefully protest to make these things happen. We got to get involved right where you are. Everybody's talking about what's going on in Washington and Ukraine and Russia and here and there. Get involved right where you are. Tell them to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica or wherever you live. Peacefully protest and say, listen, I believe in human rights. I want us to work towards making things better for every human being right here. Let's start right here to make it better. And then we can tell our leaders how to fix the rest of the world. But if Santa Monica doesn't need to fix the rest of the world. Santa Monica needs to help those people right here that it has been neglecting. So get out and peacefully protest. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. Santa Monica still has on their books. Santa Monica has a law on their books that says somebody with a homeless person with a sleeping bag or a bedroll can be given a citation, a criminal citation, that's right. They're committing a crime for having a sleeping bag or a bedroll in a public place. Even though we're going through a housing crisis, a homelessness crisis, they need to get that law off the books. I'm told that they're going to get it off very soon, but they haven't done it yet, so we need to keep telling them, get rid of that law criminalizing homelessness. We don't need that kind of stuff. That's not moving forward. That's going against human rights. And we need to stand up and say, it's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dupe. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. 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 Hey, it's all about love. Hey, hey. That's right. It's just about peace and love and spreading it around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. And we have to do a better job of integrating. We haven't reached equality yet. Some people say, don't talk about racism, don't talk about race. We're done with that. We got everything right with racism already. No, we haven't. There's a reason that Black Americans are 30% or more of the homeless population here in California, and only 6% of the population. 6% of the population in California are 30% or more of the homeless population in California. So we got a lot of people that don't have the same income, the same benefits. Look it up. Black American families have a much lower income than white American families here in California. So we got to keep working to make things a little more equal. Got to start with good public education. Spend so much money on those low-income area schools, on programs and services for those low-income area schools. Keep spending money on them until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. That's right. And keep integrating, keep building affordable housing in the rich neighborhoods and make it easier for poor people, especially those people that are working in your cities. We have a large workforce here in Santa Monica that can't afford to live in Santa Monica. We have, I was hearing about, we have 7 million jobs that nobody wants to work in this country. But nobody wants to work. Well, if people are having to work 2 and 3 jobs and spend over 50% of their income on housing, you can understand it could be a little bit like, why am I going to work another job if I can't afford to survive? You make those jobs worthwhile for these people and train the people so that they can have a decent living, you're going to find a lot more people to do those jobs. And I think now that we're having more and more jobs go to technology and robots and artificial intelligence, we got to make it easier for people just to have the basics. That's right. Rich people are going to make money off of their toys. So poor people should be able to at least survive in this country without having to struggle so hard. We're trying to make it a more perfect union. And people shouldn't have to suffer every day and struggle every day while they watch these robots take their jobs and they can't afford to buy eggs. I can't get no eggs. Affordable health care, affordable housing, good public education. We can do these things. That ain't too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world. That ain't too much to ask. My brother told me one time, he said, wait, once I'm a big movie star, I'm gonna drive up in a Porsche and I'm gonna buy me a Dairy Queen. I said, Brother Joe, Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr., that's a song. I'm gonna write that song. I have a dream, gonna move to Hollywood, make movies with my brother, yeah, that would be real good, yeah. We'll live in a mansion, we'll have lots of money. Folks will see me on the silver screen and think I'm really funny, yeah. And if I do real good, I drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. That ain't too much to ask, ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much, that ain't too much. much to ask. Then I'll get married to a pretty girl who's 29. We'll have lots of children and raise them where the air is fine. Yeah, yeah. The girls, they will be pretty, and the boys, they will be big and strong. When they get older, they all will help me sing my song. Yeah, yeah. And if I do real good, I drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. What do you say? Drive up in a Porsche and buy yourself a Dairy Queen?
Why not?
Why not? That ain't too much to ask.
That sounds like
That might be a little much to ask, but for everybody to have the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education, that ain't too much to ask, is it?
no.
We can do that
This country's
in the richest, most powerful country in the world. That's right.
There's no reason why everybody in this whole country can't have that.
That's right. There's no reason why everybody in this whole country can't
Everybody,
have a decent place to live.
everyone should be housed, have plenty of food to eat, have clothes to wear.
That's right. Do you want to talk to these people? You want to
No.
clear them up on it?
There is no reason in this country, because we're one of the richest countries in the world, there's no reason for everybody not to have a place to live, to have clothes to wear, to have food to eat, and to have good education, and to have medical care. There's no excuse for us not having any of that, because we're a rich country. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Ethan Hiatt. That is right. I'm with you 100%. We can work. We should have that tomorrow, but we'll keep working towards it.
Yeah.
And keep speaking out for that.
Wake up in the morning, oh, wow.
Are you heading out? Good to see you. Thank you for introducing me again.
See if we can start reading. We'll see you on Wednesday, if not Friday.
All right. I should see you soon. You have a great night.
I'm just watching.
Huh?
Hello, gentlemen, if you're watching. Hope you're enjoying the show. All right.
Thank you, Ethan. Have a great night. Thanks. That's right. We don't have to settle for things the way they are in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. We can get involved. That's part of the beauty of this country. The First Amendment of our Constitution, and I hope you all get out here on this public promenade. Everybody who lives in Santa Monica, get out here and speak your mind on this public promenade. Tell these business owners, this is a public promenade and we need to make sure the public can use it. And you push all the poor people down the road, you lock up the chairs at night so the homeless people can't have a place to sit through the middle of the night when there's nothing going on here. You've been trying to keep from building any affordable housing anywhere near around this public promenade. They sued the city over building affordable housing over here at this old torn down parking structure on 4th street in Arizona. And that's right. They sued the city, said, no, don't let poor people move next to our businesses. It's bad for business. They want to turn this into Rodeo Drive or the Grove or Disneyland. This is a public promenade, and we need to see more regular people out here. We need to make our beaches more accessible for everybody. And we need to stand up for the rights of human beings to just exist. How much does it cost to live? How much should you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days? When will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? That's right. How much should it cost to live in this richest, most powerful country in the world? We're trying to push all the immigrant people out. People that have been living here for generations, trying to push them out because we don't want for them to have citizenship and a decent life. That's what keeps happening. These people who own the businesses, they keep trying to bring people in who will work for nothing. And then when people want to have a decent living, they want to push them out the door. And they don't want to give people rights. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody, especially all of those people that have been living here in this country for generations. We need to make sure that everybody can have a way to citizenship, and we can all have the same rights in this country. And we need to stop letting those people that have been abusing and using labor for so many generations, we need to tell them everybody who works a job should be able to have a decent life, a good life. They should be able to thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. How much does it cost to live? How much should you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle? How hard should you have to struggle to survive? How hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? Tell me, when will we see the end of the day? When will we see the end of the day? When human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? That's right. This is the richest, most powerful country in the world. Everybody should be able to thrive and survive, have the basics, even if they don't work a full-time job. But we got people working 2 and 3 jobs that still can't afford to live. can't afford to pay housing here in Santa Monica, certainly not in Santa Monica, but in Los Angeles County. We got to work towards making things better for human beings. Help people to become the masters of their own destiny, chart their own destiny. That's what we're working towards in this country, not just to be drones for the corporations. You shouldn't have to work a job for the corporations if you don't want to. I ain't doing it, and I have done it in the past. I worked in some movies and TVs and stuff like that, and worked for rich people. I saw how a lot of rich people feel about poor people. They want to take advantage of them and just not pay them decently, and not. More and more employers are moving towards independent. Let's have you be an independent contractor. That way I don't have to pay any of the Social Security taxes or any of this, or unemployment insurance or any of that. You're an independent contractor. How do you feel about that, being independent? Well, I like being independent, but that means you're not going to be looked out for if you're... We got to keep moving towards a better day for everybody. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say, we're all gonna die, yep. Now I don't I'd rather be poor than be filthy or rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing cheating house home bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Who was that? Dang, dang, dang. Dang me. Take a high rope and hang me from the highest tree. Oh Lord, won't you hang me? Anyway, where was I? Ting papa doo like wing down with deep ball bow. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lies home bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Roger Miller, that's who I was thinking of. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. You taking off, Myra? Doing all right? You taking off? I don't know if I have anything here. I might have a few dollars.
Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. There's this place that's giving out food around 12 o'clock.
Oh,
so I gotta get there. They ran out of food, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get something done to go over there and get something. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, you have a good night. Peace.
I gotta get warm.
Yeah, get warm. Stay warm.
I gotta do it.
Things been safe? People been treating you all right?
One that looked like mine, but it's gonna take a while, like, to find store it. Like, this one was left after that bike was stolen. So,
Well, I hope you can keep a hold of that one. You have a good night. Peace.
something to get around.
Now, where was I? I was out here on 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. That's where I was. And I was singing about the rich billionaires, how we need to raise taxes on those billionaires. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye. Well, someday, hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. How you doing? Peace. Good to see you. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil, bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more and more. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's worth about almost $500 billion. How did that happen? Just a lot of hard work. Well, what we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. Hey, hey! That's right. So let's start right here in California. Let's make a difference. Tell your leaders, your public servants, let's raise the taxes on the billionaires that are here in California. We can achieve that. We can do that because we're in charge. It's Democrats that are in charge here. So let's show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. Show that progressive government can make sure that poor kids can have a decent education. That we can keep integrating our society and building affordable housing. We can do those things right here in California. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and there's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Now don't get me wrong, we got a lot of great things going on here in California. California is like the 5th or 6th largest economy in the whole wide world. But we got things we need to work on here in California. California is the second most diverse state in the whole country. We got people living here of different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. We got more billionaires than any state in the whole country, and we have more homeless people than any state in the whole country. Now that ain't right. There's no reason for that to be happening. You know, there's no reason for so few people to have so much when so many have nothing at all. We can do better than that, California. California is the #1 agricultural state in the whole country, and yet we're ranked about 40th in public education. That is a shame, California. We're ranked about 17th in spending on public education. We're ranked about 17th. That is a shame, California. We're the 5th or 6th largest economy in the whole wide world, and we're spending less than a lot of these other poor states. We can do better, California. Tell your leaders, your public servants, let's keep moving forward and lifting people out of poverty. Spending money on good public education. We need to spend more money on public education. Spend more money on education. Spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education. Spend less money on incarceration. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, a place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Hey, 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 hey. That's right. We can do it, California. We can keep moving forward. This is the land of milk and honey. People say, Wade, why don't you get out of that state? That state's it's going down the tubes. California's going down the tubes. California's still it's still got everything. It's the land of milk and honey. It is the entertainment capital of the world. And we saw the Oscars last night, and it was kind of fun. And a low-budget film won the Best Picture. I don't know. Haven't seen it, but a small independent movie won the Best Picture. So that's something. All these other multi-billion-dollar companies are trying to make things that people like, and I don't know how good the movie was, but it won. So there's something. You can get out there and make your little movie with not too much money, and maybe somebody will watch it. Just like this live stream here right now on YouTube. Probably 50 trillion people are going to watch this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make any money off of it, because I don't want to make any money off of it. I want you to stand up for the rights of human beings. And I want us to stand up for affordable housing for everybody and the rights of everybody to thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. I never want to make another penny off any of my songs, not that I've made much off of them already. But I don't want anybody to use them for commercial purposes. Because I think artists ought to be able to create without having to sell everything, and people should be able to enjoy some art without having to pay anything. We should have some publicly run social media platforms, just like the United States Post Office. Have United States Post Office run social media platform that is not going to profit big business. We gotta work for the rights of people to enjoy life, especially as things become more technologically advanced and we don't have to work as hard. I'd rather be with you than here right now. I'd rather be with you if I could somehow. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. I'd rather be with you than driving in my car. I'd rather be with you than passed out in some bar. I'd rather be with you wherever the hell you are. I think you be. Nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Than be with you. I'd rather be with you than sitting in some jail. I'd rather be with you than in the belly of a whale. I'd rather be with you than burning up in hell. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Now the days get longer and the nights never end. Sometimes I think I haven't got a friend. Some people say I got a long ways to go. Songs I write all seem too long. Most notes I hit are wrong. Where it all will lead I do not know. But it's true. I'd rather be with you than with some guy dressed in drag. Rather be with you than in a body bag. Rather be with you than with some toothless bearded hag. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you. Be with you. Be with you. rather be with you. Rather be with you than be fighting in some stupid war. There's nothing I'd rather do than be with you, be with you, be with you, be with you. Rather be with you, baby, rather be with you. Rather be with you, honey, rather be with you. Rather be with you, mama, rather be with you. Rather be with you. Hey! Wrote that for an old girlfriend. And you ask, why didn't she stay with me? I looked for your face in the crowd today, and I tried not to find you there. And I know that it's time since you went away, but I still see you everywhere. I see you in the lovers who walk through the park, in the children that play, in the sunshine of the day, in the street lights that glow through the dark. These things I do, and when I'm through, I close my eyes and I see you. Sometimes when I'm sleeping, I feel your touch, and I wake not to find you there. And I know that in time it won't hurt so much, but I still see you everywhere. I see you in the fragrance of blossoms in spring, in the people I meet, in the hustle of the street, in the words of the song that I sing. These things I do, and when I'm through, I close my eyes and I see you. I see you in the lovers who walk through the park, in the children at play, in the sunshine of the day, in the street lights that glow through the dark. Thank you, peace. These things I do, and when I'm through, I close my eyes and I see you. I know some of you are going through some hard times, and I hope you keep lifting yourselves up, working on a better day, get through the lonely days. There'll be tears, you'll cry, and your troubles won't be few. There'll be sunny days and you'll have some good laughs too. So put a song in your heart. Walk on down that road. There'll be lonely times when you will not find a friend. You'll feel a lover's kiss, and then the kissing time will end. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. See the road ahead has so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say that you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you'll sing the blues. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. You see the road ahead has so many turns. There's anyone's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say you're gonna lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you'll sing blues. So put a song in your heart. I've gone down the road. Just put a song in your heart. Oh, I walk on down the road. Oh, oh. I walk on down the road. I walk on down the road. Walk on down the road. I walk on down the road. Get on down that road. Get now, get. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got darling in my hair. I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face. I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got darling in my hair. I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no seasons, don't have no reason to need no freezing rain. I got the surf in the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got darling in my hair. I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got darling in my hair. I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna Juliet and Mama gone, Juliet and Mama gone. Rock and roll, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! Every once in a while, I got to play just original songs that I wrote, so I can remember them, so I can try to remember them. Part of me wants to. Part of me wants to care too much. Part of me wants to rhyme with urgent. Part of me thinks something is wrong with my brain. I can't understand all the things that go through my head. Somebody give me something to do with my hands and take some weight off my thinking glands. Somebody give me some words to put into my mouth. Let my verbal selector go south. Thanks. You'll be the broker of my memory banks. Part of me wants to see your face. Part of me wants to just erase. Part of me wants to fly through space. And then part of me already has. Part of me wants to feel your touch. Part of me wants to care too much. Part of me wants to rhyme with urgent. Part of me thinks something is wrong with my brain. I can't understand all the things that go through my head. Somebody give me something to do with my hands and take some weight off my thinking glands. Somebody give me some words to put into my mouth. Let my verbal selector go south. Thanks. You'll be the broker of my memory banks. Part of me wants to say goodbye. Part of me wants to see you cry. Part of me wants us both to try again. Part of me just singing this song. Singing this song, yeah. Just going do 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 do. Singing this song, yeah. Just going la di da 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 di da da da. I'm just singing this song. Thank you, peace. That's right, sometimes you just got to remember some of these old songs that I wrote. Because you never know. Someday they might all go out of my head. If I could take you to be with me and hug and kiss till you feel free. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. Thank you, peace. If I could heal the hurt you've had, shield your heart from all that's bad. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. But as it is, I'm just a man, getting through the best I can. And I have struggled beneath the load, and I am weary of this road, but I will carry through. if I can walk with you. If I could take you to the stars and hear you laughing up on Mars. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. But as it is, I'm just a man, getting through the best I can. And I have failed in love before, and I can see that closing door, but I will carry through if I can walk with you. But as it is, I'm just a man, getting through the best I can. And I have failed in love before, and I can see that closing door, but I will carry through if I can walk with you. Like I said, some of them will go out of my head. I'll look at that, thinking about that another time. But when we go through the rough times, we're going to come through them. We've got to keep moving forward, keep working towards a better day for everybody. We haven't gotten there yet. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. We'll come through, we'll come through. Better day is on its way for me and you, and we'll come through, we'll come through, we'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue, and we'll come through. Here we go, one more time, yeah. We'll come through, we'll come through. Better day is on its way for me and you, and we'll come through. I know times are bad, suffering and so many loved ones are sad, but we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. Better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. Oh, we'll come through. We'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue, and we'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day. We might not get there today. We might not get there tomorrow. But we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Stand up for human rights. Stand up against racism and hatred whenever you see it, whenever you hear it. Stand up for the right of everybody to exist and to be and to thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Stand up for everybody's rights to just have a good time. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and lovers rolling round on the lawn. But then I woke up, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, we ain't having no fun, boy. Why should you be? Hey, where's my party going on? Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party right round here, and there was jumping and bumping and playing guitars and people drinking lots of beer. But then I came to, and what did I do? See a bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, get to work, boy. Ain't nothing for free. Hey, where's my party going? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was laughing and acting the fool, and everybody going till dawn. But then a bright light flashed, and what did I see? A big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me, saying, the party's over, boy, someplace you want to be. Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Good to see you, Abel. Peace. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was laughing and acting the fool, and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and what did I see? see a big old bony fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, the party's over, boy, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said, the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said, the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Peace and love.